Hi everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning and welcome to day 42 of the Do Math With Me series. So this is exclusively for class 10th students. We have been doing a lot of questions over the past 40 plus days, and there are also separate playlists available for the first 3 chapters. Wherein I have also solved the NCERT questions and Exemplar questions. If you haven't checked that out, please do check it and do practice all the questions. So with respect to your board exams, it is very much compulsory that you have a consistent practice of all the questions with respect to your NCERT exercise and solved examples as well as Exemplar. So let's get started with the first question of the day. The first question is express cos A, tan A and secant A in terms of sin A. Let's do that. So we know an identity which is nothing but sin square A or theta plus cos square A is equal to 1. So here we can write cos square A as 1 minus sin square A. Right? So if you take the square root on both the sides, you have cos A equal to square root of 1 minus sin square A. So this is the first answer. We have expressed cos A in terms of sin A. Right? This is the first answer. Second one, let's express tan A in terms of sin A. What is tan A? Tan A is equal to sin by cos. Right? Tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. Let sin A remain as it is because we have to express tan in terms of sin. So do not do anything. Let the sign remain as it is. Divided by cos A. We just wrote cos A in terms of sin A. So let's rewrite that. Cos A is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square A. And there goes your second answer. So tan in terms of sin. Tan everything in terms of sin. Now let's move on to secant. Now secant, what is secant? A is equal to 1 by cos. It's a reciprocal of cos. So is equal to 1 over, what is cos A in terms of sin A? Square root of 1 minus sin square A. And that's your third answer. So this is how you have to do whenever you have to express any one trigonometric ratio in terms of the other. Okay, cos, tan and secant in terms of sin. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. Prove that square root of cosecant A minus 1 by cosecant A plus 1 plus root of cosecant A plus 1 divided by cosecant A minus 1 equal to 2 secant A. Right? What is 2 secant? Secant is nothing but 1 by cos. Right? Now, let's do this. Let's take the LHS. So here you have root of cosecant A minus 1 divided by cosecant A plus 1 plus square root of cosecant A plus 1 divided by cosecant A minus 1. Take the LCM. So what would be the LCM? It will be root of cosecant A plus 1 multiplied by root of cosecant A minus 1. Right? This multiplied by this will be the LCM. So root of cosecant A plus 1 multiplied by what value would give you root of cosecant A plus 1 into root of cosecant A minus 1? You have to multiply with this. So this is something which you have to multiply along with the denominator in order to get this denominator. So multiply this numerator with this term. So what would you get? You will be getting square of, you have to square it up, right? Square root of cosecant A minus 1 the whole square plus similarly. So root of cosecant A minus 1 multiplied by what will give you this product? It will be cosecant A plus 1. So that you have to multiply it with the numerator. So what would you get? Again, square root of cosecant A plus 1 the whole square. Okay. So what is root of A? Square root of A the whole square is nothing but just A, because you can write A to the power 1 by 2 whole to the power 2. So it's nothing but a to the power 1 by 2 multiplied by 2. 2 gets cancelled. A to the power 1 is a. So similarly, so square root of something whole square is nothing but the square root will go off. So this is equal to cosecant a minus 1 plus cosecant a plus 1 whole divided by what is root of a plus b multiplied by root of a minus b? This is equal to root of a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? It is root of a square minus b square. So similarly here in the denominator you will have root of cosecant square a plus b into a minus b. So cosecant square a minus 1. In the numerator term, this minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. So what you get is 2 cosecant a divided by root of, what is root of cosecant square a minus 1? It is cot square a. Okay, this is something which you have to remember. Let me write it here for you. So cosecant square a is equal to, how can I write cosecant? So 1 plus cot square a. Okay, or I can write cosecant square a minus 1 is equal to cot square a. Or I can write cosecant square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. So 3 ways of writing it. Now again, so the numerator would be 2 cosecant a divided by what is square root of cot square a? It's just cot a. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 multiplied by 1 by sine divided by cos by sine. Okay, so this denominator sign will get cancelled. What is left is just 2 multiplied by 1 by cos a, which is nothing but 2 secant a. And that is what is your RHS, 2 secant a, right? See, this is what you have to prove, 2 secant a. So therefore, you can just write is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay, so very easy question. Just that you have to be very careful with respect to taking the LCM and then squaring the numerator. Do not expand it at all. You just have to make sure that root, when you're squaring a root term, the root would get cancelled, right? Root and the square would get cancelled, and the term alone you have to write. So that's your second question. Let's move on to the third one. Very important question. Mark it as important. You are given tan theta plus sine theta is equal to m and tan minus sine is equal to n. You have to show that m square minus n square equal to 4 root mn. So let's do this. So let's write what is given, right? So you need m square minus n square, which is nothing but, it is nothing but m plus n into m minus n. So you have to add, right? Add. In order to get m plus n, you have to add the two terms. In order to get m minus n, you have to subtract the two linear equations. So let's do that. The first one, take tan theta plus sine theta is equal to m. Tan theta minus sine theta is equal to n. So just add them. So what do you get when you add them? Sin theta will get cancelled. So you get 2 tan theta is equal to m plus n, and tan theta is equal to m plus n by 2. Keep it as it is. Let's again take the two equations and subtract them. So tan theta plus sine theta is equal to m, and tan theta minus sine theta is equal to n. Subtract the two equations. So whenever you're subtracting, you will have to change the sign. So here, tan minus tan will get cancelled, and what remains is 2 sine theta plus sine theta. 2 sine theta is equal to m minus n. So you have sine theta is equal to m minus n by 2. Okay. Now, in order to, if you see tan and sine, right? you have to relate this with an identity which is related to cot and cosecant. So what is cot? If tan theta is m plus n by 2, then in that case, what will be cot theta? Cot theta is nothing but 1 over tan. Okay, so you have to just take the recipe 1 over m plus n by 2. So what will you get? You will get 2 by, just flip it up, right? 1 over m plus n by 2 is nothing but 2 divided by m plus n. Isn't it? So 1 over tan means like this, it will have 1 by this term. So when you take the reciprocal, when this goes to the numerator, it will be 2 by n plus n. Similarly, cosecant theta is nothing but 1 by sine. Okay, you know sine theta, so you can write it as 2 by m minus n. Okay, now we should know an identity that cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Okay, so I just told you this identity also, isn't it? So cosecant square minus cot square is equal to 1. Now what is cosecant square? Just write this and square it. Now here on, it is just combining the two terms and solving them. So cosecant square is nothing but 2 divided by m minus n, okay, the whole square. So let me just erase these two and make it the whole square. Okay. Minus, what is cot square? Cot is nothing but 2 divided by m plus n, the whole square is equal to 1. So this is nothing but 4 divided by, you have m minus n the whole square minus 4 divided by m plus n the whole square is equal to 1. Take the LCM, take 4 common out. So what is left inside is 1 by m minus n the whole square minus 1 by m plus n the whole square. I hope all of you are doing along, right? So 4 common, take the LCM, so it's nothing but m minus n the whole square multiplied by m plus n the whole square. So the numerator would become m plus n the whole square minus m minus n the whole square is equal to 1. Okay, so here 4 multiplied by, now expand the numerator inside the bracket. So it's a square plus b square plus 2ab minus, open the bracket, a square plus b square minus 2ab, mn, right? Whole divided by, I was just telling the identity. Whole multiplied by, let the denominator remain as it is, m minus n the whole square multiplied by m plus n the whole square is equal to 1. Okay, so 4 common. Here you'll have m square plus n square plus 2mn minus m square minus n square. Minus into minus is plus 2mn whole divided by, again the denominator remains as it is, m minus n the whole square, because we do need, isn't it? We do need this. So let it be as it is, m minus n the whole square multiplied by m plus n the whole square. Let's see how it gets cancelled. Is equal to 1. Now if you see, plus m square minus m square gets cancelled. N square minus n square get cancelled. So what remains is 4 multiplied by 2mn plus 2mn. What is it? It's 4mn, right? 4m into n whole divided by. Now comes the thing. What is, can I write a square into b square as ab the whole square? It's the same. So what I'm going to do is, I'll combine these two and write m minus n multiplied by m plus n the whole square, okay, is equal to 1. So what is 4 into 4mn? It's 16mn. Okay, 16mn divided by, what is m minus n into, it's m square minus n square. The whole square is equal to 1. Cross multiply, so what do you get? M square minus n square, the whole square is equal to 16mn. Take the square root on both the sides. Take square root on both sides. And you will keep only the positive square root. So what do you get? root of, so whenever you have again square root of a square is nothing but, what is it? It's just a. So this is nothing but m square minus n square is equal to root of 16 is just 4, and then you have a root mn, square root of mn, and this is what you have to prove. M square minus n square is equal to 4 root mn. M square minus n square equal to 4 root mn is equal to, hence proved. So please do it and see. Okay, try it yourself. It's very, very easy. It's just that in this type of a question, you have to be very careful about when you're adding the two and subtracting the two. You should take the reciprocal and try to relate the identity which relates cot theta and cosecant theta, which is cosecant square minus cot square equal to 1. And then just solve them and you will be having everything in terms of m and n. Okay. I hope it is clear. Do pause the video and do try it yourself. Let's move on to the fourth question. You are given 2 sin A cos A plus sin A the whole square minus 2 cos A plus sin A the whole square is equal to P sin square A plus Q. Find P and Q. Again, a very, very easy question. So let's do it. I am going to write sin with S and cos with C. Okay. So what is given is 2 sin A cos A plus sin the whole square minus 2 cos plus sin the whole square. I'm just taking the LHS. Right? Okay, now let's open the bracket. So 2 sin A cos A plus cos square plus sin square plus 2 cos A sin A minus, whenever you have a negative, put it inside the bracket, A square, that is 4C square plus S square plus 2 2s are 4C into S. Again, you are just expanding it using A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB, like that. Okay. So here when you open the brackets, what do you get? 2 sin A cos A plus cos square plus sin square plus 2 cos A sin A minus 4 cos square minus sin square minus 4 cos A sin A. This plus 2 cos A plus 2 cos A is 4 cos A plus 4 cos A sin A minus 4 cos A. All these terms will get cancelled. Sin square minus sin square will get cancelled. What will remain is just cos square minus 4 cos square, which is equal to minus 3 cos square. What is the result that we need to prove? We need it in terms of sin square. So this is equal to minus 3 into cos square is equal to 1 minus sin square. Okay, so this is nothing but minus 3 plus 3 sin square A. Okay. This is equal to, they are given it equal to P sin square A plus Q. So therefore, what is your P? P is nothing but it is the coefficient of sin square A. So here, which is the, coefficient of sin square A is P. So along with sin square A, what is the coefficient here? It's plus 3. Okay, so this is equal to 3. P is equal, therefore, you can write P is equal to 3. What is Q? Q is the other term. Along with the P sin square term, what is the other term? It is minus 3. So you can write and Q is equal to minus 3. That's your answer. You have to just find P and Q by comparing. Right? Let's move on to the next question. Yes. If cos theta minus sin theta is equal to root 2 sin theta, then you have to prove that cos plus sin is equal to root 2 cos theta. Again, a very, very interesting question. Let's do it. Cos minus sin is equal to root 2 sin theta. So what is cos equal to? Root 2 sin plus sin theta, right? Root 2 sin theta plus sin theta. Take sin theta common. What do you get? Root 2 plus 1. Isn't it? Now what is sine theta equal to? Sine theta will be equal to cos theta divided by square root of 2 plus 1. So we have to rationalize the denominator. So when you rationalize the denominator, you multiply numerator and denominator by just the opposite sign. That is, rationalizing the denominator means here you have root 2 plus 1. You have to multiply numerator and denominator by root 2 minus 1. That's what is meant by rationalizing the denominator. Okay, so which means from the denominator the square root will diminish, will just get over. Okay, so what do you get in the numerator? Cos multiplied by root 2 minus 1 divided by what is a plus b into a minus b? It is a square minus b square. What is this? You are getting it equal to cos theta multiplied by root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2, the whole square is just 2, minus 1, which is just 1. So what are we getting? Sin theta is equal to cos theta multiplied by root 2 minus 1. So this is nothing but root 2 cos theta minus cos theta is equal to sin theta. So bring cos to this side. So you have sin plus cos equal to root 2 cos theta. No, I'm sorry. I made a mistake here. So sin plus cos. Okay, so therefore, I'm just writing it completely. Sin theta plus cos theta is equal to root 2 cos theta, hence proved. So that's what you have to prove here. See, cos theta plus sin theta is equal to root 2 cos theta. So okay, here you can just write rationalizing the denominator. Okay, hence proved. So I hope you understood how to do this. So all of these questions are very, very good questions of higher level questions, because each of these questions are very, very unique. Yeah, moving on to the sixth question. You have to show that 2 multiplied by sines to the power 6 theta plus cos to the power 6 theta minus 3 sine to the power 4 plus cos to the power 4 plus 1 equal to 0. You have to prove it equal to 0. So let me take the LHS and I'll write it in abbreviated form. 2 into sine to the power 6 theta plus cos to the power 6 theta minus 3 into sine to the power 4 theta plus cos to the power 4 theta plus 1. How can I write sine to the power 6? I can write this as sine square the whole cube plus cos square the whole cube minus 3 sine to the power 4, I can open the bracket, minus 3 cos to the power 4 plus 1. What is a cube plus b cube? So you should already be knowing that a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b multiplied by a square plus b square minus ab. Okay, there's a minus negative ab. So let's do that. 2 multiplied by what put it in a square bracket. So a plus b. What is a here? Sine square. What is b here? Cos square. Remember it. Okay, so a plus b is nothing but sine square plus cos square multiplied by a square. So this is a. So what is this a square? It is sine to the power 4 plus cos to the power 4 minus ab. So minus sine square cos square. Right? Minus 3 sine to the power 4 minus 3 cos to the power 4 plus 1. What is sine square plus cos square? This is equal to 1. So what do you have? 2 multiplied by sine to the power 4 plus cos to the power 4 minus sine square cos square minus 3 sine to the power 4 theta minus 3 cos to the power 4 theta plus 1. Open the bracket. So you have 2 sine to the power 4 plus 2 cos to the power 4 theta minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta minus 3 sine to the power 4 theta minus 3 cos to the power 4 theta plus 1. Now it is all about combining the terms. What is 2 sine to the power 4 minus 3 sine to the power 4? It is minus 1. So it's minus sine to the power 4. Similarly, what is 2 cos to the power 4 minus 3 cos to the power 4? It is just minus cos to the power 4. What is left is minus 2 sine square cos square plus 1. Take 1 to one end, take negative common out. So here you'll be getting sine to the power 4 plus cos to the power 4 plus 2 sine square cos square. So the minute you see this, you should remember an identity. So what is this a square plus b square the whole square? It is nothing but a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4 plus 2a square b square. Very similar to a plus b the whole square. Instead of writing a plus b the whole square, we are just taking the square of it. A square plus b square the whole square, but applying the same identity. So this is very similar to this, right? S to the power 4 plus cos to the power 4 plus 2 sine square. So this is nothing but a square plus b square. So this is nothing but 1 minus, I can write it as sine square plus cos square the whole square. And what is sine square plus cos square the whole square? It is just 1. The 1, so it's 1 square. So 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, which is equal to our RHS, hence proved. Do it and see if you're also getting the same answer. Right? Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. If sine A plus sine square equal to 1, find the value of cos square A plus cos to the power 4A. Let's write what is given. You are given sine plus sine square is equal to 1. Okay. So the minute I have a 1 and sine square, I'll just combine them and write, because I need to find the value of cos square plus cos to the power 4, right? So sine is equal to 1 minus sine square, which is equal to cos square, right? So this is cos square. Now, if I square again, if I take squaring both the sides again, what do I get? Sine square is equal to cos to the power 4, isn't it? What is sine square? Again, 1 minus cos square is equal to cos to the power 4. So if I take it to the other end, what will I have? Cos to the power 4 theta plus cos square theta is equal to, what will you have? If cos to the power 4 theta plus cos square theta is equal to just 1. So the answer is A. Okay. Let's move on to the 8th question quickly. I hope you're able to understand. It's just, instead of sine, I'm writing S, and instead of cos, I'm writing C for my convenience. Yeah. Find the acute angle theta satisfying the equation secant square plus tan square equal to 3. So let me write it. Secant square plus tan square. Okay, what is secant square equal to? You should already be knowing that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Or I can write secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, so let's apply it here. So what we are given is secant square theta plus tan square theta is equal to 3. Instead of secant square, I'll write it as 1 plus tan square theta plus, again you have a tan square theta in the question, equal to 3. So what is tan square theta plus tan square theta? It is 2 tan square theta is equal to 3. You just need to find the theta angle. So 2 tan square equal to 3 minus 1, which is 2. Therefore, tan square theta is equal to 2 by 2, which is 1. Right? If you take square root on both the sides, what is tan theta equal to? Root of 1. It is again 1. So tan theta equal to tan of which value is 1? It is tan 45. Tan of 45 degree. Therefore, on comparing, therefore you can write on comparing, theta is equal to 45 degree. That's your answer. So you have to just find the acute angle. Acute angle means less than 90 degree. You have got theta is equal to 45 degree. Is it clear? Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Let's move on to the 9th question. Yeah. If sine theta minus cos theta is equal to 0, you have to find the value of sine to the power 4 theta plus cos to the power 4 theta. So let me write sine minus cos equal to 0. So sine is equal to cos. Divide both the sides by cos. So what do you get? Sine by cos equal to cos by cos, which is equal to 1. So you have got tan theta is equal to 1. Again, what is tan of which angle is equal to 1? We just saw it is tan 45. Right? And on comparing, you will be getting theta is equal to 45 degree. I'm just writing it here. On comparing, we get theta equal to 45. Now, what do you have to do? Just substitute. Sine to the power 4 theta. In place of theta, I'll write 45 degree plus cos to the power 4 45 degree. What is sine 45 and cos 45? Both the values are 1 by root 2. You should remember these values. Whole to the power 4 plus cos 45 is again 1 by root 2 whole to the power 4. What is 1 by root 2 whole to the power 4? So root 2 whole to the power 4 is 4, 1 by 4. Okay, so 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 2 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2. And that's your answer. So very easy question. A quick 2-mark question. You should be able to do it very, very easily. Okay, just practice a lot of questions. The 10th question for today, you are given if x multiplied by, it's just the coefficient of cosecant square, 30 multiplied by secant square 45 divided by 8 cos square 45 sin square 60 equal to tan square 60 minus tan. So you should know all of these values if you have to find out x. So let me directly do it. So here, let me write x multiplied by, what is cosecant 30? The whole square. What is cosecant square 30? Is nothing but cosecant 30. What is cosecant 30? 1 over sine 30. Isn't it? What is sine 30? It is 1 by 2. So what is cosecant 30? It is just 2 the whole square multiplied by. Secant 45 is 1 by cos 45. What is cos 45? 1 by root 2. So here it will be just root 2 the whole square. Whole divided by 8 multiplied by cos 45 is 1 by root 2 the whole square multiplied by sin 60 root 3 by 2 the whole square. Just multiply. So this is equal to, you are given tan 60. What is tan 60? Root 3 the whole square minus tan 31 by root 3 the whole square. We have just substituted the values. So 2 square is 4. 4 into 2, 8. So you are getting 8x divided by numerator 8 multiplied by 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 4. So here everything will get cancelled. Yeah, 2 4s are 8. This is equal to, what will you be getting here? 3 minus 1 by 3. Okay, here you will be getting 8x by 3 is equal to, take the LCM as 3. So you have 3 3s are 9 minus 1, which is equal to again 8 by 3. Okay, so what is x equal to? 8 by 3 divided by 8 by 3. Isn't it? 8 by 3 divided by 8 by 3, which is equal to 1. But I can write 8 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 8. So here everything gets cancelled to 1. So therefore x is equal to 1 is your final answer. Okay, so very, very easy question. But in order to do this question, you should know all of the values. Sin 30, cos 45, sin 60, right? Tan 60, tan 30. All these values should be known to you. So if you haven't spent time learning these trigonometric ratios of angles, please do it as soon as possible. Okay, there is definitely a way to learn, and I have created a YouTube shorts on that. So I have pasted the link of it in the description. So do check it out. Now, going to question number 11. You have to prove that cosecant theta plus cot theta divided by cosecant minus cot equal to 1 plus 2 cot square plus 2. Again, it's a very good question. 2 cosecant square into cos. So again, let me just abbreviate and do. Take the LHS. Convert everything into sine and cos. Cosecant is 1 by sine plus cos by sine divided by 1 by sine minus cos by sine. Take the LCM. So this will be 1 plus cos by sine whole divided by 1 minus cos by sine. This denominator will get cancelled. What will remain is just 1 plus cos divided by 1 minus cos. Again, rationalize. So you will have to multiply numerator and denominator by 1 plus cos. So this equals 1 plus cos the whole square divided by 1 minus cos square. I'm just telling it fast because I hope you know it. Okay, I'm just squaring it, and in the denominator I'm applying a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. Now let me expand it and write. This is nothing but 1 plus cos square plus 2 cos theta divided by, what is 1 minus cos square? It is sine square, isn't it? Now just split it up. So you have 1 by sine square plus cos square by sine square plus 2 cos by sine square is what you have. So what do you get here? Cosecant square theta, right? 1 by sine is cosecant square plus cos square by sine square is cot square theta, right? Plus, what is 2 cos? So you have already a 2 cos, okay, and 1 by sine square is cosecant square. Cosecant square into cos theta. Cos theta. But there is a slight difference. See, here, everything else is the same, right? You have got this term, 2 cosecant square cos we have got. Cot, one cot square we got. We need another cot square and a 1. So what is cosecant square theta in terms of cot square theta? Cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. We should know it again. Plus, as usual, you again have a cot square theta plus 2 cosecant square theta into cos theta. Okay, so this is equal to 1 plus 2 cot square theta plus 2 cosecant square theta multiplied by cos theta is equal to your RHS. Hence proved. Make sure you solve these questions and revise it as many times as possible. Okay, because these are certain topics or concepts which all of you who are in class 10th, you are learning it for the first time. So these topics related to trigonometry were not there in your mind. So make sure you spend some time and practice as many questions as possible. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Yeah, you are given sine alpha is equal to root 3 by 2, cos beta equal to 0. You have to first find the angles and then subtract them, beta minus alpha. Again, you should know the angles. Sine alpha is equal to root 3 by 2. Sine of which angle is root 3 by 2? It is sine 60. Okay, so on comparing, you will get alpha is equal to 60. Again, you know cos beta is given as 0. Cos of which angle is 0? It is cos of 90 degree. So, therefore, beta is equal to 90 degree. What is beta minus alpha? 90 minus 60 degree, which is 30 degree. And that's your answer. Probably an MCQ question. Okay. Let's move on to the 13th question. Yeah. Root of 1 minus cos divided. Again, here also you have to rationalize it. Let's take the LHS. You need cosecant and cot. You are given everything in terms of cos. So, let's take the LHS. Square root of 1 minus cos divided by 1 plus cos. Multiply numerator and denominator. Rationalize it. Okay, by 1 minus cos. So, what do you get? Square root of 1 minus cos the whole square divided by 1 minus cos square. Okay, so here you will have root of 1 minus cos theta the whole square divided by, what is 1 minus cos square? It is sine square. So if you remove the square root, you will get 1 minus cos theta divided by sine theta, because you have just removed the square root here inside. So again, it's the same thing. Root of a square is equal to just a. Isn't it? So similarly, now this is equal to, just split the denominator among the two terms, 1 by sine minus cos by sine. Keep an eye on what you need. Okay, you need cosecant and cot. So what is 1 over sine? 1 over sine is cosecant theta minus cos by sine. What is cos by sine? It is cot theta is equal to RHS, hence proved. That's all. Okay, so these are very, very good questions. Make sure you understand them and you practice them. The last question for the day. You are given cos theta is equal to 3 by root 13. You have to find the value of 7 by 2 sine, cos, tan and cot. Again, if you know the value of cos theta, again this is with respect to the ratio. So, if you know cos theta is equal to 3 by root 13. What is cos theta is equal to? It is base by hypotenuse. Okay. So what is perpendicular? So using Pythagoras theorem, we know that h square equal to p square plus b square. Right. So if you have your right angle triangle, sorry, let me draw it neatly. So this is, suppose it's a right angle triangle. This is A, B, C, right angled at B. This will be your the side which is right opposite your 90 degree will be your hypotenuse. With respect to the angle, you will see which is your perpendicular. So if your angle is at C, the side which is right opposite to your reference angle theta will be your perpendicular, and the other one will be your base. Okay, so perpendicular is called the opposite side, base is called the adjacent side. Okay, so whenever you have a right angle triangle, when you're applying the Pythagoras theorem, it is h square equal to p square plus b square. Right? So what is h square? It is root of, or what do we need? We have b and h. We need perpendicular. P square equal to h square minus b square. What is h square? H is nothing but root 13 the whole square minus 3 the whole square. So it's 13 minus 3 square is 9. What is 13 minus 9? It is just 4. So if p square equal to 4, p is equal to 2. Okay. So we have, therefore, you have p is equal to 2, b is equal to 3 and h is equal to root of 13. Now quickly let's write what is sine theta. Cos theta we already knew 3 by root 13, tan and cot, sine, tan and cot. So what is sine theta now? Sine theta is nothing but perpendicular by hypotenuse. So 2 by root 13. Okay, what else we need? Tan theta. What is tan theta? P by B, perpendicular by base. So 2 by 3. And then what else we need? Cot. So cot theta is equal to, it's the inverse of reciprocal of tan, B by P. So 3 by 2. Once we have all the values, we have to just substitute it here. So according to the question, okay, according to the question, what are we given? 7 by, let me just copy this and just substitute the values. So according to the question, just substitute. So what is, this is equal to 7 by 2 multiplied by, what is sine theta? 2 by root 3. 2 by root 13 plus 2 multiplied by, what is cos theta? 3 by root 13 whole divided by, what is tan? 2 by 3 plus 3 by 2. Right? So here 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Take the LCM. So what remains is nothing but 7 by root 13 plus 3 to the 6 by root of 13 divided by, take the LCM in the denominator. So you have 6. Again 4 plus 3 3s are 9. So which is nothing but numerator. If you add, what is 7 plus 6? It's 13 by root 13 whole divided by 9 plus 4 is again 13 by 6. Okay. So this is nothing but 13 by root 13 multiplied by 6 by 13. So this 13 and 13 will get cancelled, and what remains is just 6 divided by root of 13, and that's your final answer. So if you do it very patiently, carefully, all of these will be very, very easy. There's nothing difficult about it. It's what would make these topics difficult and these questions difficult is only if you are not solving it. Make sure you solve it, listen, understand. If you have any doubts, please post it in the comments. And I think I'm done with today's daily practice. Hope you liked it and hope you are able to understand what I say and the way I'm solving it. Let's continue learning this. Let's continue practicing these in the coming days as well. And and do like, do share, and please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you so much and happy learning.